podcast. We want to thank you for joining us. AMFM247.com, TuneIn, iTunes, Radio Loyalty, and of course, 50-plus AM/FM stations across the fruited plain. iHeartRadio as well. The New Year's Eve edition, or the New Year's Eve edition, if you're listening to us live on Saturday. Thank you. We got Black Suede in studio. We'll get to him here in just a few moments, but we've got our... And Black Suede, you can jump in on this too as well. This interview we're going to do with
that mic should be turned on for him.
With our two gentlemen here. We've got mics, and you can take them off the sticks too. If you guys prefer to not have them on the sticks, you can take them off the sticks. It's totally. I just have them there because we sometimes have heavy metal guys in here who they would much prefer to just stare into the microphone. I don't know. It's weird. You guys are from Wichita, Kansas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, who walked in behind me? Tell me a little bit about yourselves. How'd you guys get started doing this thing? I want to know everything about you. Me and Black Suede are going to be doing all sorts of awesome. Good. Tell us about yourselves. How'd you guys get started? Where can we find you online? The whole Megillah here.
What's your fan pages?
Well,
yeah, what's your fan pages?
my fan page is Jay Watch Me on Facebook, and that's about it. The only thing gonna find for me, everything else gonna be on G-Man's page. But yeah, we got started a while back. I was messing with a female out there around in this area out there out the west, and
it always comes down to a woman.
yeah. And he happened to
That's how I ended up in the position I'm in this apartment.
Yeah.
It always starts with a woman. Go ahead.
He happened to stay around the corner from the female, and I was into music, but I never really been in tune to really doing no music on recording and all that type of stuff. But anyhow,
yeah,
we linked up, and we figured we a great combo together, and we've been doing music ever since.
Rocking.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, sometimes you can't do music with just any and everybody, man. You got to be able to click, man. It's like one soul, you know what I mean? It's like we don't even have to come up with nothing. We write our verses 2 different places or 2 different times, and we always be on the same record every time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I've been recording for years. A lot of this music that's produced out of Wichita was, I was behind a lot of it. I just really started to venture out into media. So
you're the one to blame. No.
I shoot videos, you know what I mean? I record music. I'm a dope producer,
engineer, whatever you want to call it.
That's cool.
Yeah. You got one of the best misses in Wichita, so.
Yeah, you give me a half pint or something, I'm in there. Yeah. And recording, doing music for years, I just really recently decided, we're going to really make a move at it. But, you can catch me on YouTube at G-Man Urban Topics. That's the page I'm having right now. I'm about to set it all up over again. So anybody that click into that and just see, some old work, they about to see this new work, though.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, we've got Jaybird Wells with us as well, the big star. Star Station's Internet Movie Databases, Jaybird Wells.
What's up?
So are you stalking both of these gentlemen on their fan pages? Because that's usually what happens, is that you end up getting a fan for life if you interview. While Jaybird Wells is here, she will follow you all over social media. If you post anything that's music related, she will retweet it. She will reshare it.
That's dope.
Unless it has a 1 cup of tea.
I don't do 1 cup of tea. I don't know. So. I do 3 cups on accident.
Now, and I hate to put Jaybird Wells on the spot, but here we go.
No, he doesn't.
One of the things that she can't stand about hip hop is all the rappers that say the N-word. She just can't stand it.
They say that regardless.
Well, see, this is
once in a while, salt, just a little bit of salt, but not like
too much pepper.
Where you can't breathe through it.
Yeah.
Nigga. Why nigga?
I mean, that's not creative. That's just.
But none of the, I don't even want to say it. I'm not gonna do it.
And
I have an opinion, and my
and it's
opinion always
hypocritical
leads
where
me.
I'm not allowed to use that word. So
Well, you know,
it's
shit.
hypocritical.
Well, it's not hip
Black suede, baby.
You know,
Weigh in on this.
we all come from different elements. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different, but I have to agree with you. Honestly, I don't put too much cussing in my music because it kind of dumbs it down.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's so many words in the dictionary that you can articulate with, rather than
And I want to.
say it. So
I want to
I
see a
understand,
character
but,
grow.
It's gonna happen.
Shit.
I
Nigga,
want
it's
to
gonna
see a
I'm gassing.
character. You know, I want to see a character develop.
I ain't mad at that.
You know, I want to see them find a better,
And
awareness.
I got music like that. I got music
I do
like that.
too.
You know, I really look at it like I'm a rap cat. I'm not, I'm just a dude that know how to rap.
Right.
So
I'm a dude who knows how to
I'm a
rap.
rock while I'm
That's
rocking.
awesome.
You know what I mean? I'm a shoot
The
video.
first rap I was introduced to was DC Talk, and then it was Gospel Gangstas.
Oh,
She always talks about gospel gangsters.
oh man.
She loves her gospel gangsters.
And then on everything, Black Suede.
I even
But
tried
that
to.
was pre-college.
I even tried to track those guys down to maybe
They're
just have them
broken up.
do a Skype interview, and they're like, "We ain't doing anymore."
I know, they're all broke up.
And I'm like, "Okay, well, no gospel gangsters for Jay Verno."
Okay, so get mad as Yahoo. You gotta get mad as Yahoo.
Oh, mad as Yahoo.
Yeah.
I met that guy one time. He's a total dick.
It's a lot of people.
Maybe it was just
There's,
me.
maybe it's just you,
I
because
don't
different
know.
people bring out different things. In
Yeah,
different
because
people.
Machine Gun Kelly can't stand me. I interviewed him one time at the Cotillion when he was on the Tech 9 tour. Couldn't stand me. But standing next to me, and of course, we know who was standing next to me. Little tiny Mike Game. He loved Mike Game. They exchanged phone numbers or text buddies, all this bullshit now. And I'm like, you're Mike Game's buddy, but you're not my buddy. Okay, whatever.
Well,
But go ahead, Jay.
I'm his adopted sister now.
Yes. I'm sorry. But
Well,
now,
I can adopt you guys too. I'm your big sister. Just don't call me a MILF.
so
I ain't that old.
being in the Wichita hip hop scene and all these different things, you guys have seen all sorts of things, come through and all the crap. What do you guys make of this thing with this fire truck that everybody's talking about down there in Wichita? You got people getting shot in the face for answering the door, but nobody cares about that because, oh my God, some rappers got on a fire truck somewhere.
Well, first off, this is Kansas. Secondary, with
all the goody two shoes.
Yeah, they bored. They go shine a light on some bullshit when it comes. They shine lights on wherever they, instead of uplifting their artists, just like they starting to try to do now on the radio down there.
Wichita does that? No.
That's just straight politics, though. That's where they gonna make their little most dough with us. Is receiving that. They used to people getting shot in their face every day, so that's nothing.
That's a walk in the park to them.
A rapper being on the fire truck, that never happened before. Hey,
Let me ask where they get the fire truck to begin with. Somebody got to give that green light.
Yeah.
In the fire truck.
There we go.
So
You have
where
to
is
get
that
permission.
somewhere off with the bread that they received to let
That's
them
right.
do that. You know what I mean?
Well, then you got to look at it on another level, though. You know what I mean?
Because they had to get in the truck. They had to have the video guy
now,
there.
This is Wichita police. This is Wichita Fire Department. Now, mind you, that's scraping around the uppity ups of the city, right?
Yes.
So then you got these rappers, and you know how they already halfway feel about rap and how what rappers do. They got this already perception of them.
Yep.
Now they're on the fire truck. There's a few artists I know in the town that can really go somewhere. There's other ones a lot of people is working, man. I really like the scene that's happening, but I'm an old school cat, so I have my own flavor and stuff. But I still support anybody from my city that's gonna make a go at it. That's gonna really push that line. But that fire truck thing, man, they just they bored. It's good promotion, Whoever's video.
Oh yeah, that video, because they put the video, and I always love this about the news, especially local news. They promoted the video.
They did.
They made sure they knew where people could find it on YouTube.
There you go.
They made sure to get the artist's name spelled right. They were ready to go.
Hey, we
And I'm like,
we currently looking
I hope
for
those guys
a fire truck. we're looking for a fire truck to go do
right now.
All I gotta say is I hope those guys turn on Google AdSense.
Let me send a shout out to my.
So, did they get arrested?
Hit King, the videographer. He dope. Check him out, Hit King.
Did they get arrested, or they just got told to get off?
It's probably pending. They just want to know how mad they is right now. It's probably a pending arrest.
Probably gonna be all types of different kind of charges.
However, the guy that got shot in the face, that police officer got a vacation.
But
they all get vacations. We're gonna get. You know what? I'm gonna quit talking about it. I ain't got the funds to get lawyers right now. So
before we get pulled over
again.
Again,
we just got pulled over on the way to you.
That's only because
did you come through South Hodge?
I was speeding, though. I was doing. They saw us in the BMW. They like, oh, they're speeding.
95 down to 70.
95 down to 70. That's a $500 ticket there.
Well, he was attention. I was just driving. I was trying to get here.
Hey, but the officer was cool as he was cool as hell.
He only gave me a warning. I was happy.
You said you were on your way to the radio.
New to us.
That's awesome.
It was like, good luck.
Like on the interview, I'm still staring like, well, where's the ticket?
Where's the ticket?
Especially for 95 instead of 70.
Yeah, he just gave me a warning, though, so.
I hope he either not listen or listen, but however it goes, man, we're going to be doing the speed limit on the way back.
It's right before New Year's. They don't want the paperwork before New Year's.
Yeah, they don't want that paperwork before New Year's Eve.
They can see the car we in. They can see how we pushing, man.
I'll have to get a selfie with it later.
No, shit, okay. all I'm saying is, if you're hearing this, man, we going home. We gonna do the speed limit. No problem. Shout out to whoever. What police department was it?
Hutchinson, wasn't it?
Probably South Hutch Police.
Yeah, it was right before we got to South Hutch.
And the South Hutch Police probably know exactly where
right
you at, what time we're on here doing this, and if they want to look at you, they can be sitting outside right now.
You know what's funny is when we were in Salina, Kansas at the Treehouse apartment, I was right across the street from the Saline County Jail. And so a lot of these rappers, they would get at it, they'd have all sorts of problems on Saturday, and they'd always let everybody out at noon. So I always had guests. That was the first stop.
Yeah.
They'd come right across the street. Yeah. And it got to the point where a lot of these rappers were like, I got to go. I got to be out of here by 2. And they're like, where are you going? Well, I'm going to Jiggy's across the street. So then I started having the cops tune in. And then they'd like send me messages. They're like, that dude was in here last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
And so,
shit, I'm signal 30. I'm gonna put it all out there now. Leave it alone. We both signal 30.
Valid driver's license.
Everything's Gucci, so I'm trying to. Shit. But what you checked out the video? What you think?
Oh yes. For Black Suede probably hasn't seen the video. Tell him a little bit about this. Well, Jay hasn't either, and we'll pull it up here on.
Song called Elevation or Elevate. All right. You just
if you get on YouTube, you can find it on I'm a Hit King, and go down to Elevate.
Yeah, shit. That's just in anybody's aspect, man. That should be the focal point of anybody's existence, is trying to elevate to a better life. You know me. I'm a typical trying to do better in my life type of dude anyway, man.
See, that's my kind of music.
Yeah. So,
when you're actually trying to grow instead of stay in the bad.
I'm not in the bad right now, but that was back then, so I guess I say I elevated there too. I'm trying to elevate.
That's because you got Wichita, don't you?
Oh man,
Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Let's see here.
Cricket.
Yes, that stupid company.
Extortionist.
Yeah. The extortionist cricket.
Yeah, hear how they doing you now.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of extortionists.
Yo, kidding. What's this about you talking to Jiggy about where I live?
Mr. Michael Nagy, the big star. This guy is a photography extraordinaire. He shows up. He showed up at a show in Wichita, Salina, Kansas, to shoot some photos of some rappers one night. And there's a couple drunk rappers. I know, shocking. At the end of the night, they're like, "You get a shot of us on stage, dog." So he's taking photos, and afterwards they're like, "We got to get those photos." They don't get a business card. They don't get nothing. They just hand him a fistful of cash and go, "Thanks." And he sends me this text, and he goes, "I think some rapper just gave me $500 for a photo. I don't know who the hell this guy is." So, the photographer extraordinaire, Mr. Michael Nagy, in a bit. But you were telling us about your music video. Tell me a little bit about the production and the ideas that went into this whole thing.
Well, shit, I'm gonna let him tell his perspective, and I'm gonna just go on how I am.
I don't know. I think it came more off of the song. Elevate. That kind of means a lot to me from where I done came from. You know what I mean, in my life. I feel like I done been to the bottom to the top. I done beat a 22-year sentence. You know what I mean, a long time ago.
Holy smokes!
So for me, elevate was more to the point to where. When I was younger, I never had nothing as a kid, you know what I mean? So growing up, when I got on my own and was able to learn, you know what I mean, how to jump off in, because I done owned a few businesses on my own, you know what I mean? So elevate to me was more like from the bottom to a success type thing. As far as the video go, I don't know. It was something that happened quick but came out pretty extraordinary to me. So
I like the camera angles.
I couldn't just, I don't know, I can't speak on the video because I had no part in that.
Hey,
I had no part in that.
Yeah,
Elevate represents almost the same.
The singing looks fluid. I mean, you look like you're enjoying yourself.
Gas. Are we supposed to be cussing?
You can do whatever you want here.
Except,
You can do whatever you want here.
Except slap my ass.
This is Radio Xenu, iHeartRadio. You can do what you want here,
okay,
because the stations that don't like it, as I always like to tell everybody, they'll dump out and they'll come back later.
Right. There you go.
Because that's how it happens. Now, and like Jay was saying, the only thing you can't do is you can be like our buddy Jeffro and slap her ass. He did that. She made that a rule to where nobody can slap her ass anymore. Now I'm sure.
Oh, she said you gotta have permission first.
You gotta have permission first. I'm sure that if you were like a chiseled out 6'5", like huge bodybuilder guy with a machine gun because she's a big gun chick, and you showed up, she would probably be like, "Slap my ass. Where do you want to slap it?"
Vin Diesel.
So
Vin Diesel.
if Vin Diesel walked through it's just like we were talking earlier about the white guys the white guys that have all the hot chicks. They're either packing or they got good drugs. And see, with her, she doesn't want you slapping her ass unless you're Vin Diesel.
She probably wouldn't mind if I did it.
or Michael Nagy, because of course, like I was saying earlier, Michael Nagy, big star over here.
Oh, man.
He is. Let's see here. Well, let's give Nagy a gift.
But he's not on the International Movie Database.
He's not on the International Movie Database, but he might be a gerbil in a batting cage. You never know.
It's coming.
Coming.
We'll go with that. So Michael,
What's up?
do you have some questions for our guests?
How you guys doing today?
All right, how you doing, Mike?
So since I just got here, what did I miss?
Everything.
So what have you guys been up to?
We was down here.
What did we miss?
Got pulled over on the way. That went over smooth. No ticket involved, so I was happy about that.
Oh yeah, he got pulled over by the cops. They got pulled over by the cops on the way here. And see, Black Suede doesn't get pulled over by the cops because they'll pull him over and they're like, "Oh, it's Black Suede, keep going."
But you know what? It's some facts to that. Listen here, though. I went through so much when I brought my truck down here in 2011. I went through 2 years of getting pulled over, getting towed, getting sent to jail, all kind of dumb shit. To where
So they
I don't
know
even
who
get
you
fucked
are.
with now. And everything. I haven't got fucked with in a long time.
Oh,
You know what I'm
well,
saying? So I see laws, and it don't even bother me.
In the see, I'm in the market for black suede masks.
Right.
I should cosplay as Black Suede.
That's pretty cool. I used to stay down here for about a whole year, so I that's how I knew how to get straight here. It wasn't by my own freedom right, but stayed down here in the Hutch community.
Oh, good Lord.
Correctional. I said community Hutch correctional facility.
Good old,
minimum.
good old Hutch, baby.
Yeah.
What happened?
There are more people that come to this town because of that reason.
Yeah, that's what
They don't come here because of the state fair.
Right.
They're not coming in because they're coming for the college.
Right.
No.
If it makes you feel any better, the only reason I come to Hutch is to see you, Jiggy.
Well, see, there you go.
Yeah, I don't come here.
And to see people like this.
Right.
He doesn't come to Hutch.
So you out of here, or where you from?
McPherson, sadly.
McPherson.
I didn't grow up.
The rolling city of McPherson.
I did not grow up in McPherson.
He wants to make that clear.
He's originally from, what is it, New Jersey?
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore, home of Diamond Dallas
I would
Page.
wake up, walk down the street, and then be in the ocean and bodyboard and surf all day.
You chose McPherson?
Which is why he has to surf
You
hair.
chose McPherson.
Job and a girl.
Yep. It's always the girl.
Always.
See, I told you.
Always the girl.
Always something to do with females.
I'm gonna cut my phone off now.
Now the YouTube, I want to make sure I get this right.
Yeah,
YouTube.com/KingMEC13. Hit King. Well, I've got Hit
Nah,
King.
he got the
But I'm trying to direct people to the
You want me-
link.
The
The
YouTube
link.
page.
Share it.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't know the link. People know links by heart.
Sometimes they do. I don't know. I have artists on we'll do phone guests and they're like, well, it's YouTube.com. Blah. Okay.
Oh man.
I just get on YouTube, type in the deal.
I
so.
highlight, copy, and paste.
Well, I've got G-Man featuring verse Elevate shot by I'm _hit_king.
Yeah.
I think I got the right one. I hope.
Yep, you got the right one.
So we're gonna go to that.
Do we get to listen to it
We
now?
are gonna listen to it. Do I have the right one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Good.
My only mission in this life is to elevate. Eat real good, get hella cake. I don't fuck with y'all cause y'all hella fake. Turn up, only suckers to the hinge break. Elevate, elevate. My only mission in this life is to elevate. Eat real good, get hella cake. I don't fuck with y'all cause y'all hella fake. They know the routine, out to touch new greens. We getting to the bread, homie, fuck the hoop dreams. Straight and scratch off the turf for 8 with the team. On some digi shit, started with a triple B. Yeah, little nigga grinding out the Grand Hill. Dishes of candy paint and fresh real. After a better life, so I elevated and stopped fucking with y'all, and now y'all hella hated. I separated myself, my paper calculated. I'm going from broke to having something that's elevation. Yeah. I'm going from broke to having something that's elevation. A cloud of cushion my lung, nigga, that's levitation. A long road to success, and I ain't got the patience. Yeah, I'm talking nothing to something, nigga, that's elevation. My only mission in this life is to elevate. Eat real good, get hella cake. I don't fuck with y'all cause y'all hella fake. Turn up, only suckers to the hinge break. Elevate, elevate. My only mission in this life is to elevate. Eat real good, get hella cake. I don't fuck fuck with y'all cause y'all hella fake.
I elevated, but I didn't take the elevator. I like to take the stairs to the graduation. Street formers graduated, paper chasing with high patience and high maintenance. Niggas die with a pop base for activate. During the situations I get cake and drop bait. Fresh out the oven, the first taste to the most cake. Nigga, I be hustling daily, it's like I won't break. Nigga, take you out on the first date and show you state. Hoes say they envy my mind state, cause I situate. Pussy getting bread, I'ma bet it, will I be pushed away? Trying to duck and dodge you snakes, I don't intimidate. I ain't gon' take to your job, I'm just gon' elevate. Just get down on my griddle and take a slow pace. Nigga, I ain't gotta have funny, I just don't save face. For you fake ass niggas stuck in the same place, same place.
My only mission in this life is to elevate. Eat real good, get hella cake. I don't fuck with y'all cause y'all hella fake. Turn up, only suckers till the hinge break. Elevate, elevate. My only mission in this life is to elevate. Eat real good, get hella cake. I don't fuck with y'all cause y'all hella fake.
You want to talk New Year's Eve. You want to talk craziness. By the way, that was G-Man featuring Verse Elevate here on the big broadcast. Holy smokes. There's good music in Wichita. Holy crap. Somebody somewhere. Okay. We are going to be joined here in about 10 minutes by Christy Maynard. She is my ex-girlfriend. She is out of her mind. She's watching us on Facebook.
Hi.
There's 3 black guys here. That's why she's watching us on Facebook. You want to talk.
Okay, well, let's get back to
She
the
likes
song.
her brotherman, as they say.
Let's get back to the song.
Let's get back to the song before she calls and interrupts all the craziness. We got 10 minutes. She calls. But this video, hell of a deal.
Yeah.
The song, first of all, did Black Suede, did you hear any of that song? What'd you think of this
I
thing?
enjoyed it. I enjoyed the content. You know what I'm saying? It was riding, you know what I'm saying? It was a slap.
Appreciate it, bro.
Hell of a deal,
Yeah.
as they say.
I'm
Or halibut of a deal, and that's a fish. Kind of
trying
like
to
panini.
figure out if I
But,
want to give it a 3 or a 4.
What do you think, Jaber
Or
Wells?
better.
I'm still trying to figure out if it's a 3 or a 4. Because, I mean...
I wouldn't know if it's a 3 or a 4.
Okay, I'll give it a 4, even though there's a whole bunch of rap or cussing in it. I really did think that it was tasteful and like salt instead of too much pepper, so I'm gonna have to give it a 4.
What are you thinking about this, Michael Nagy?
What kind of a review is that?
Well, you missed it when we were talking earlier about too much cussing is like having too much pepper where you can't even breathe through
They
it.
were talking about her favorite subject, and that's black rappers saying the N-word in their music.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
didn't
get
even realize until I just listened to it like that. I said nigga like 5 times.
So see, I wanted to dock
You are
it
having way
3.
too much fun today, my man.
Nobody's gonna have a song with a bunch of nigga all through. That's no content.
That's no
That's no
content at all.
storytelling.
Oh,
That's
man.
no getting to it.
No storytelling.
Yeah.
You're
We
correct on
had
that.
some of that kind of music last year, didn't
Well,
we?
there is a gentleman who,
Nick.
there was a guy who did a song years and years, well, not about a year ago, and Daggy's gonna know who I'm gonna talk about here. My buddy 40. He did a song. He did a song at City Limits, which ironically Black Suede's here to promote. We'll talk about that. But he did a song at City Limits this year, and the beat was great, but the only thing they said was drugs, 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 drugs. And that beat is fire.
It's catchy.
I'm telling you.
It was real repetitive, but the record was fire though.
At the end of the night, we're driving back, and we're like, drugs. Can you not get out of your head? And I'm like, drugs, 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 drugs.
But
like,
would you open
this
up
is
book
the greatest thing in the
and that's
world.
the only thing you see is one word?
I know.
I want my books to have content.
It did have a catchy beat. That's the content.
That's what it was, and then it was that shit turned shit up though.
But I tell you,
it was like a momentum song. You know?
There was bitches at the bar going, porn.
But that's music nowadays. That's music nowadays.
It is.
There's really no content.
Unfortunately,
you'll hear the beat like even the radio 90 whatever the hell we listen to. And I don't even listen to it, but. They'll play repetitive music. Let's say they'll play a song that I completely don't like, but after a month I'm rocking. Or it's like
or don't understand the word they saying.
Mumble rap, baby, mumble rap.
And some of the shit is dope. You know, I can't take no away, but I didn't like it at first, and they brainwashed me into like.
They brainwashed you, baby.
Like, okay, Bodak Yellow, that's a cool song.
It is.
It's just hook. It's just catchy. You know what I mean? It's like nobody's saying anything, and I think that's what they're trying to take this whole.
Well,
game
I
to.
was impressed that you were actually getting a story out.
You were getting a story out. You were making things happen.
It was like diehard cussing, where it's like
it's kind of like I got down a YouTube rabbit hole the other day. I don't know why this happens, but we've all been there. You start watching one thing and it goes suggested video. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And I started watching this thing from HBO where it was talking about how Dre came up with the Beats headphone idea. Right. And it's just same thing with this fucking music. Yeah. You're talking about how, well, it's just catchy, and then like 2 months later, I'm hooked on it. Right. All they did was they created these headphones, and then they just started taking pictures with everybody who came through Jimmy Irvine's office.
Because people if you look
they're like, look, Dr. Dre's got them, Snoop's got them. Oh!
People buy anything. You know what I mean? People buy anything.
You are completely correct.
I did protest one song that did that.
Cool. I can rap it. All you got to do is put anything on anything, and people is gonna buy it. You know what I mean?
Bang.
Especially if the beat is dope.
The beat's dope. I mean, you can hear them. If you really break it down and listen to what they listen to, even the celebrities are saying, a lot of them ain't saying shit. They just rhyming and rap. Now, I not to take nothing from them. I respect the grind. They made it, but I'm still listening to Jadakiss and stuff like that made sense for me. People can do what they want to do. I just listen to what makes sense for me. And I guess when I don't give a shit and I feel like turning up and not giving a shit about content, that's when I turn on the other shit. They all take a place in my life. You know what I mean? But
there's a time for
you get the bag and family, tumbling.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? What did he say? But it was dope. I guess.
What did he say?
Right. There's a time for like making yourself better, and then there's a time just to dance.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Just dance to the shit. Cause
you know what's funny is we had it might have been last week. We had an artist on here, and she's just in the middle of the damn song. She just gets up and starts dancing in the living room here. So
I like them artists.
Those
the ones you supposed to have.
Where's she at?
Bring her back.
We can play. Hey, we can play whatever at this point.
I got a couple of ones now. You know what I mean?
Hey.
I didn't bring my belly dance outfit today.
It's just like I was telling somebody earlier today. Good old Michael over here has plans of going to the Dark Con, some Gothic Comic Con in March. In New Jersey. And I'm like, if I'm going to New Jersey, I want it to be like one of those Soprano episodes where there's some big bootied chick taking $1 off my face with their butt cheeks on a hole. That's all I want to do in New Jersey. I don't want nothing to do with these vampires.
That's about the same imagery as you wearing that man bikini.
Oh. I gotta tell that story now. Last year,
Misery loves company. Here you go.
In February, I did a fight up in Salina, and they said they were going to do weigh-ins for this fight, and I'm like, I've seen these weigh-ins. It's like, these guys show up, they get on the scale, and that thing. So I went out and I got one of those mankinis, like Borat.
Purple or pink?
Pink.
A mankini.
Yes, a mankini.
And when I showed up, I had it on under my clothes. I was ready to go. If they were going to do a weigh-in, I was going to get right up in there with my mankini.
I think they canceled it. So
I think they canceled it because they heard I showed up in a mankini. It's a bottom line there.
That mangina. That would have been the funniest shit I've ever seen.
It was gonna be great because I figured the guy would, my opponent would be like, and all this, and I show up there and I'm in this fucking mankini, and he's like,
Didn't you have like
the
ears
hell?
on?
I had light up bunny ears from
Yeah.
the Adult Video News Awards I was gonna wear. It was gonna be the gayest thing. I was gonna be gayer than gay Gayerson that day.
See, hey, and nowadays you gotta watch how you say gay.
And now you gotta say it.
You gotta say they're happy or something,
I
right?
didn't even know you can get that.
That's like all
I'm
the,
happy.
that's like all the letters. It used to be LGBTQ. I'm like, what?
What's that?
Apparently, it used to be like to them, to the gay community, queer was a slander. Now they love it
Yeah.
because they take possession of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, that's kind of how they want us
So
to
it's
do with niggas.
LGBTQ. And I'm like, what?
So
What did I miss?
so can
I missed the memo.
I didn't even read the memo. I saw the outline of it. Just went on about my business.
I swear
My-
I need
my
to start
thing-
calling him Macaca.
The thing that I don't understand, and this gets in, and I'm gonna create a whole bunch of problems with my friends
yes.
in the gay community. When in the world did it get to be a thing where they just had to let everybody know that they were gay? Like you guys don't run around the country and go, I'm black.
Well, nah, people,
I don't run around telling everybody I'm white.
Oh, my son says I'm a boy. He makes sure people know he's a boy.
I don't have any issue with them. I mean, people go be who they are. Better embrace it however you go.
That's
better
my
embrace
thing.
It. Live your life how you want to. I live mine.
Just leave me out of it.
Yeah, leave me to myself. I don't
I
have
like
no
these
homophobic
guys.
type of thing. I'm not no homophobe. People live how they want to live.
Yeah.
That's just life. I'm too focused on keeping my shit together and trying to
And see, this is the thing. We should all be focused on trying to keep our shit
our
together.
own shit together instead of worry about what the next person
Keep it in
is.
our own toilets.
Now, if people want to find you guys online, Facebook, all the stuff, how do they do this?
First of all, to even catch that video, Elevate, you can go to I'm a Hit King on YouTube.
Hit King, man.
Next, you can find some things that G-Man had created on G-Man Urban Topics.
We just got a message off of Facebook.
I didn't do it.
From Bryce Baby Zilifia, I think.
I don't know.
He says, tell them I do graphics and I love the song Elevate. So
Cool.
apparently people are paying attention.
Tell them appreciate it.
What's up, Swade? What do you got?
I did share it.
I'm gonna check out and see what he's talking about.
Yeah, tell him to shoot some information to his to that Jay Watch Me.
I will send him a message. I'm sure he's probably listening and watching. And
hey man, I appreciate that.
While we were playing Elevate, I got a phone call on Facebook. Why do people call me on Facebook? I got a call on Facebook Messenger from Christy Maynard, a.k.a. Christy Stump, a.k.a. the X, I guess you would say. Stumpy. She wants to call in, so I gave her the phone number so she might call in. I'll tell you one Stumpy story, which is the craziest thing in the world. There was a fire. I lived in the Leon Apartments here in Hutch. And we lived on the third floor. I think it was third or fourth floor. And her sister smelled smoke and runs inside. She goes, oh my God, there's a fire. So we go outside, and everybody runs down the fire escape. And Christy goes, where are they going? And then at one point she goes, well, how are we going to get away from the fire? Because it was either go down the fire escape or figure it out. And I told her, I said, well, I'm not going to the fire escape because I'm afraid of heights. So we're going to drop down and we're going to crawl underneath the smoke. And she's like, oh, like stop, drop, and roll. And I'm like, no, that's if you're on fire. And so we get underneath, we get to the elevator. And she's pressing the button. And I go, what are you doing? You go down the stairs. It's a fire.
I was thinking that.
And she's like, I was up till 3 in the morning working. I'm taking the elevator. I said, okay. So I rush down the steps and I get outside and everybody, neighbors and everybody that was with us outside are like, where's Christy? And I go, she took the elevator. And they go, but, and I said, I know. So that's one.
You know what?
One story.
No matter how many times you tell it, it's hilarious.
It is hilarious. She used to be what was it she did one time? She assaulted herself with a hairbrush. That was always fun. She was combing her hair, and she got the comb stuck in her hair, and she goes, "God damn, God damn," and she was always hitting herself in the head. So she smashed this brush over her head.
Oh man!
And she goes, I broke my brush, God damn. And I'm like, what? What are you doing? Like you guys were saying, I gotta keep it together. I gotta keep my life together.
Man, that's it.
She's out here beating the hell out of you, beating herself up with inanimate objects.
You gonna probably get a letter in a certified letter in the mail for that story, bro. Get a certified letter.
Like, I always said that I could pay my way through stand-up.
Oh man!
Pay my way through college doing stand-up material of all my ex-girlfriends.
You know what? I think people would pay you to be
All the
quiet.
stuff back in the day.
Oh wow!
But sitting here listening to these guys, listening to the music, Black Suede, what as an artist, what critiques, what advice, all this stuff. Well, what do you think of these guys?
Man, I really don't have too much to critique. Listening from the one.
Oh God, they're stumped. Keep talking, and we'll put her on hold.
Stumpy gonna have to wait. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Man, these fellas,
Go ahead, jump in
got,
there.
they got some good music, man. Just listening from the one record. You know what I'm saying? It's not much I can really critique.
Yeah,
from,
yeah,
you know
I know.
Like I said, it has some good content that you guys was riding the beat. It was enjoyable to listen to. So you know what I mean?
I appreciate
the
it,
deal?
bro. We have to get more to you.
Appreciate
Calls and
it,
hangs
bro.
up.
Yeah, just keep thugging, doing what you're doing. Shit.
Real.
Got the formula, man. You know.
I'm just trying to get a little more extra sauce. That's it.
Yeah.
Just trying to get it in.
So you know, and speaking of sauce, we just gonna go ahead and put it out there. You know, everybody is familiar with Sauce because Sauce Walker and
man.
the Sauce Twins brought Sauce back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. First, let's put it out there that Mac Dre was the originator of sauce.
Sauce
being
King.
dipped in butter. Okay, but prior to
Sauce
that,
King.
you know, sauce reoccurring. I dropped a
Sauce
record
reoccurring.
called Dipped in Sauce in 2013.
Oh
You know what
God.
I'm saying? I'm from Texas. You know what I'm saying? You know how there's
Okay.
there's a thing with having records out and motherfuckers listening to it and taking your ideas. Now I'm not saying that happened, but I just want to be on record saying you can
There
Google
you go.
it, Black Suede dipped in sauce. You know what I'm saying? I brought sauce back.
Oh,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I like
Okay.
that.
That's real shit. That's
I
real
like
facts.
This is
I
a
like
Before
that.
Sauce Walker, before Sauce Twins, before anybody was on those sauce shit.
Twins.
Acktown, Texas, Black Suede dipped in sauce 2013. You can Google it. You ain't gonna find nobody else did it before me.
There you go.
You know what?
go.
This
Look
is
at that.
100.
this
There
is
you go.
definitely a holiday show because we've talked about sauce and salt and pepper.
Only Jay
Shit.
Bird Wells would go with
But,
that.
but the people that come out that gets all the shine, they usually a lot of times
They be
have,
getting it from
they got
somebody.
it from somewhere else.
Oh, hold on.
And I ain't mad at
I-
it because that's my Texas.
I
You know what I'm saying?
hear-
So we family, but just know.
I hear the familiar voice of Ms. Craziness herself. Stumpy herself is on the telephone.
So I'm not really worried about it. All I wanted to do.
How much have you had to drink today,
I'm gonna say
sweetheart?
this, and I want you to shut your damn mouth. All I'm trying to say is this: I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'm fucking proud of your ass. You're doing something with yourself that I never thought you would do, and I'm fucking proud of you.
Oh,
That was like a half. Is it a halfway insult or halfway? What? Your what? Repeat that for Black Suede. He wants to hear it again. Go. Jump in there. What do you
I
got?
fucking love it.
You fucking
You're
love
doing
it.
something with your fucking self, and I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you.
How much have you had to drink today, sweetheart?
I'm not drinking, baby. I'm just fucking proud of you. But you want to make a joke out of it? Like
No,
you
no.
do.
I think you're incredible. This is great radio.
Fucking serious about this.
You're out of your mind, and we love it.
Proud of you.
You're proud of me. Well, I figured you were. I figured you were calling in because we had black guys in the studio.
Gene, whoa,
What's
you
up?
have been my best friend since 5th grade.
I can't listen. I can't turn it down.
You don't need to listen, sweetheart. It don't
This
continue.
this is the Christy Sub presentation here.
Right.
It's her world. We're all just living in it, boys. You know this.
No, I don't consume Brittany. So, sweetheart,
So I'm
settle down.
identifying as a boy now?
She can't stand
Hey,
Brittany.
yourself.
Okay.
I've known him since 5th grade, okay? So, you need to shut your mouth. I'm talking to him, not you. Thank you.
Jesus.
this is like
Anyway,
Domestic,
I'm just saying, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you.
This is like a domestic disturbance that the entire world is listening to on Facebook.
Oh shit!
Happy New
You're
Year!
taking it as a joke anyway, so it doesn't
Happy
matter.
New Year, everybody. The last time I talked to Christy was when she called me up.
Merry Christmas,
Last
Happy
year-
New Year's, whatever. You don't take anything serious I say. I'd be happy with Brittany. Congratulations, y'all. And whatever. I never was nothing but the fucking best for your ass.
This is fantastic. She's going in today.
It's amazing, James.
I want some music I can dance
It's a
to.
Amazing.
relationship problem.
She's going in on me.
You know.
She's mad because she bet. She's mad because she bet on the wrong
Everybody don't
horse.
know, but you
That's what
let me
happened.
through.
Oh God, here
Yeah, and
we
you're
go.
not going to do all that, are you?
Here we
You
go.
know.
You want to tell me how you bit the fuck out of my head?
Here we go. She's going on.
Shit.
Fucking beat the shit out of me.
Here we go.
TMI, TMI.
TMI, baby. TMI. Michael Nagy missed that. You might want to repeat that.
And yet, at the same time, I called you up to fucking congratulate you and fucking say I'm proud of you. And I think you're doing a glorious fucking thing. And then all you do is spit in my face.
Elevate, baby. Elevate.
Elevate. No, it's not elevation. It's called
So do you have any questions for our black rappers? Because I know you like black guys.
What, guys? Gee, I could bring up a bunch. Let me see what.
Okay, hey, we gotta move along here. We got hour number 3 on us.
A lot.
I'm scared of her.
You have scared my studio guests, Stumpy. You've scared them. So
Yeah.
we gotta go. Happy New Year. I appreciate it.
I bet you do because you know I'll fuck your world up.
Jesus Christ! What did Black Suede walk into, and how much did he get on his shoes?
That's all I hang around nowadays, James. So, you know what? You're not gonna give me any fucking thing.
You know something? We want to come party with you.
Oh man.
That's what we want to do.
Hey, she got the good shit too.
She's going.
But they don't fuck around with us black people. So throw it at me.
Throw what at her?
Throw it at me. Go ahead.
I'm throwing at her.
Let me hear this.
This is the greatest.
Andy, you white man.
You have got the good shit, baby. We got to come over there.
You know, James, I was gonna try for one fucking time to make this between us a nice fucking goddamn conversation. We were best friends
shit.
since 5th grade, and you gotta turn it into a fucking circus.
I ain't as think as you drunk I am.
I'm not fucking drunk, you motherfucker.
Oh,
She is going off.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Hey,
I've
so
always
sorry.
wondered what a come to Jesus meeting is like.
Don't-
This is it.
Do she know where we at?
He apologized.
Do you live in Hutchinson?
You know what? I don't even know why.
Do you live in Hutch? What's her name?
Christy.
Christy. Do you live in Hutch?
Oh, she hung up.
Oh man, she
She
on her
angry.
way.
She heard the darkest.
She on her way.
Shit and was like, it's time to go.
She said, "Screw it."
It's time to go.
Last time I heard from her, she called me in Las Vegas last year when I was partying with porn stars at the like.
Time out. You can't just fly past that. You can't just fly past that.
And she's like, I want to tell you something. You're a motherfucker. And I said, honey, I'm partying with porn stars. I gotta go.
Nah, so that was too much. That's too much. When you partying with porn stars to try to get off the phone, that was too much. It's like,
Evan
hey, you're a
Stone,
motherfucker.
Annabelle
Bye,
Peets,
bitch.
they're all there.
Bye, bitch, and hang up. Hey, where the fuck do I find this conversation out on your website?
We'll put this up. We'll definitely put this up on the website.
Crazy, but you got to tag.
I'm gonna tag you. I will tag you.
Okay.
Cause that
Tag me
I'm
too.
scared for my damn life right now.
That was the greatest thing. You want to
You
talk
must have
Happy
a
New
lifetime of stories.
Year. And I'll tell them on the way to Lawrence if we go.
If she don't show
Okay,
up,
well, let's do this. We're going to take a brief time out here. I'm going to reset everything because Jesus Christ, we need it. And we're going to do this. We are actually...
We're not going to hold hands and sing songs, are we?
No, I'm going to play some Christmas music. We're going to reset, and when we come back, we are going to talk to a porn producer on Skype. If you thought it was insane. And then after that, we're going to turn it over to Black Suede. And I'm just going to it's going to be like a therapy session. I'm going to sit on the couch and just let him talk to me. After what he's experienced here today.
hold on, hey, y'all be looking for that.
They gonna learn
chess
today.
moves. There's a
I'm ready.
mixtape coming out called Chess Moves, man. Tap in. You already know what it is. Shit.
So we've got more coming up here on our
Oh.
big program.